Yes, welcome to the present. If you're joining me for the first time and you enjoy this content, do me a favor by liking the video. Very, very, very important. Like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and make sure your notification bells are turned on. Let me repeat myself one more time. Like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and make sure the notification bells are turned on. We are here for the preview. Crystal Palace against Arsenal on Monday Night Football. Yes, Monday Night Football. Unfortunately, they moved our fixture to Monday night. We're not playing tomorrow. We're not playing on Sunday. Arsenal fans got to wait till Monday night to enjoy our favorite team. It is what it is. We have no other thing to do but to enjoy the defaults of our rivals. Maybe Man City could lose to Newcastle. We don't know. Maybe Manchester United, could lose to lose to Spurs. We don't know. So we have to wait for all these teams to play, then enjoy hopefully a victory on Monday against Crystal Palace. Selhurst Park is not one of our favorite hunting ground in the last few meetings, but hopefully this time with a good squad, we can go there and put them right and claim all 3 points, hopefully, and we do it with a clean sheet. So let's get into the meat of this conversation. We know Crystal Palace have a decent team. They were able to retain the services and hold on to their player, Olise. We heard a few days ago that Chelsea were close to actually getting their hands on Olise. They actually triggered the release clause, but they did it, quote unquote, illegally. And Crystal Palace were going to report them. Somehow, immediately Chelsea withdrew their interest in Olise and he's staying. But he's still injured. He's not going to be featuring. We know Zaha has already moved on from Crystal Palace. So there won't be Zaha, no Olise, but they still have Eze. Very good player, in my opinion, since Roy Hodgson came back into the team. Eze has been playing fantastic, has been performing well. So they got, how many signs have they made? I know they brought in Lima from, I think, Bournemouth. Yeah, who went there on the free. I don't know too much of the other new signings they've made, but they see a decent team. They kept Maguire. They've kept the bulk of their team, aside from Zaha, who left for Galatasaray. And who again? Who again am I missing out? I hope I'm not missing on anything. Aside from that, they kept the bulk of their team. Let me read this chat from Nate. Shout out to you, Nate, for coming through. Charlie, that the light at Selhurst Park on Monday. It won't be easy. Trust me, it will be easy, but I think we have the quality in the team to go there and claim all 3 points. I think our first game last season was at Selhurst Park on a Friday night, and we actually won, even though it was 1-0 for an extended period of time, but we still managed to actually make it 2-0 at the twilight of the game. I will claim all 3 points. It will not be easy. I'm agreeing with Nate. It will not be easy, but I still think we will win the match comfortably. We have the players. We have the quality in the team to go to Selhurst Park and beat, especially with the fact that they do not have Zaha, one of their talisman who has left. Eze, another guy who have stepped into his shoes, is injured. Olise rather, not Eze. But I know Eze will be playing, but in the midfield. I think we can nullify Eze easily. But I think if we are not complacent, if we go there and mean business, we should be able to beat Crystal Palace. I understand they pose threat to us sometimes. Come on, we should be able to go to Crystal Palace and claim all 3 points. I know football is not easy, especially in England. You don't have no easy teams, but we should be able to go there. Gary and Jamie are hoping for a spicy discussion post game. Exactly. Hence why it's Monday night. They are looking. See, when Arsenal is playing, they are hoping there is some kind of upset. Sky Sports and all these TV companies, when they put our matches on Monday or Friday, they are looking for some kind of upset so they can have something to talk about throughout the week. So I get it, but the only thing we'll have them talk about is our victory. Trust me. The only thing Gary Neville and Jimmy Carragher were talking about is how we are going to make a meal and dispatch Crystal Palace at the Selhurst Park. So I understand. I get what you're saying. We know they are looking for something sensational. They want something to talk about throughout the week. But the only thing they'll be talking about Arsenal will be a comprehensive victory, hopefully, fingers crossed, against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. So let's look at how both teams performed the last time. This will be the second game for both teams. So let's look at how they both performed the last time. Let me pull up some of you that love statistics. Let me take this from the screen so that you guys can see it. So last week, right, the first game, Crystal Palace has 16 shots compared to Arsenal that had 10 shots. Now, shots on target, Crystal Palace had 8 shots on target, while Arsenal had 7 shots on target. In terms of goal, Arsenal scored 2 goals. Crystal Palace scored a solitary goal against Sheffield United last week. Passes, Crystal Palace had 562 passes last week compared to Arsenal had 769. See, Arsenal will actually had the best passing numbers throughout the league last week. While Crystal Palace the 6th passing numbers throughout the league last week. Completed passes, Arsenal had 693. Crystal Palace had 466. Arsenal had the best completed passing rate last week, the first game of the English Premiership, while Crystal Palace was 7th. Crosses, Arsenal had 3.0, while Crystal Palace 6.0. They are predominantly a crossing team. So long balls, you trust Arsenal will not have. We are not used to playing long balls, like the short passing, the cute passing, the technical passing, the movement, the dropping of the shoulder. That's how we play our ball compared to Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, in terms of long balls, they had 54.0, 19 in the league. Arsenal had 33.0, 17 in the league, because that is not how we play our game. We like the ball on the ground. We like to move the ball. We like the flair. We like the technical passing. We like the movement. So you should expect that we'll be very deficient in terms of long balls. So tackles attempted, Arsenal had 19.0. Crystal Palace had 21.0. We know Arsenal is an attacking team, so we will do less of the tackling compared to a team with relatively more defensive in Crystal Palace that have more tackles attempted. So tackles succeeded. Crystal Palace had 18 there, while Arsenal had 12.0, Crystal Palace 18.0. So let's remove this and go to the next slide. Look at the head-to-head, right? Both teams have played 28 games in the head-to-head. Crystal Palace have 4 wins. Arsenal have 16 wins. That's more than triple. Crystal Palace have 2. Sorry, let me repeat that. In terms of wins, Crystal Palace have 4 home wins. Arsenal have 16 home wins. In terms of why am I messing up these statistics? I'm sorry. I need to repeat that. So in terms of games played, they've all played 28 rather. So home wins, Crystal Palace have 2, Arsenal have 8. Away wins, Crystal Palace have 2, Arsenal still maintain 8 away wins. So Arsenal is still dominating those statistics. Look at the previous results. Arsenal beating them at the Emirates 4-1. We beat them Crystal Palace the last time 2-0 at Selhurst Park, and we lost the previous away game 3-0 at Selhurst Park. So hopefully this time we can go there and continue our decent record. Like I said, decent record, because we've lost at Selhurst Park, but this time I think we have the team to go there and win. In terms of injury, we know Jesus is going to be out. Unfortunately, Youri Timber 2 is going to be out. Aside from that, we don't have any fresh injury news. Zinchenko played, I think yesterday in the friendly. We don't know how many minutes he played, but he played many. He should be fit and ready for Monday Night Football. In terms of Crystal Palace team, let's see if they have any injuries. Let me check real quick. Give me a moment. So in terms of injuries, we still have, even though Elneny is training, he's still out. Zinchenko is back in training. Lokonga, we are not sure about Lokonga's fitness. Balogun trained. Youri Timber is out. Crystal Palace, they have Will Hughes out. Nathan Ferguson, Olise, Armstrong, and Matheus Franca out. So both teams to be ready for Monday. They relatively have a short list of injuries, so nothing too severe in terms of injury front. So, what do you guys think? Who will win? Hannah, by what scoreline do you think? What do you think the scoreline will be? For me, I think we should be able to go there and score at least 3 goals. But football doesn't work like that. Well, I think we should just go there and score 3 goals. For Crystal Palace, they're a decent team, but they do see they've lost Zaha. Zaha used to be their outlet. Now, Eduardo is a decent striker, but he's not as prolific as he was when he was playing in Scotland. So, aside from Eduardo, who will be their danger man, Eze is moving crazy when it comes to the midfield. So, I trust the likes of Declan Rice and Partey to nullify him. So, which other trade do they have? So, let me read this chart from 87 Nate. This is a dangerous game to play Hazard as an 8 in. I don't think Hazard will play as an 8 in this game. I think, okay, guys, who do you think will start as the number 9? I think this game will suit Trossard as the number 9, but I'll not be surprised if Arteta go with Kai Havertz as the auxiliary number 9. I'll not be surprised. And I agree with you, Nate. I don't think we're going to say Kai Havertz play as the 8. This is not the kind of game you play Kai Havertz as 8. I think we should go with Declan Rice and Thomas Partey in the middle of the park. There's no need of playing Thomas Partey as a inverted right winger. No inverted fullback for Thomas Partey. We want him in the middle. We know how Cheick Doucouré is very, very robust in the Crystal Palace central midfield. Eze is there. We need to match them stride for stride. So this is time to play flat back for our two alternative defensive midfielders, attacking midfielder in Odegaard, then Saka on the wing, Martinelli on the wing. I would have preferred the Trossard, but I would not be surprised if Mikel Arteta goes with Kai Havertz. And I would not complain if he goes with Kai Havertz because he can give us that outlet, that height, the link on play. But I prefer Trossard so he can interchange with Martinelli, and we need to be able to draw the Crystal Palace defense out, especially if they decide to play a relatively low block. When you play with a striker stroke attacking forward like Trossard, most of the Crystal Palace defenders do not know who to pick up because you see Trossard and Martinelli alternating sometimes. So we need to be very smart. But unlike if you play Kai Havertz, is a target man, so it's easier to mark him. Even though it's easier to mark Kai Havertz is very slick. He is a very slick player that he has nice touches. He's deceptively quick. So I would not mind if they play Kai Havertz, but my preference would be Trossard. What would be your preference, Nate? I'd like to know your opinion, Nate. Who do you think should play that number 9? Kai Havertz or Trossard? Or do you want him to continue with Eddie? Eddie, for me, would not suit this game. But some of you might disagree with me. Let me know in the comment section. These are the games we bought Rice for. Exactly. Especially when you're playing a robust game, a robust team like Crystal Palace. You need physicality. We need physicality and flair. It's not every time that you just need flair. You need physicality and flair. For me, I just hope we are going to play Thomas Partey and Rice and lock down that midfield. Total dominance. I mean, total lockdown in that midfield. When you have Thomas Partey and Rice, that's a total lockdown. Then we have Odegaard in front of them. I'm going to be loving that. In the second half, when we are dominating game and scored a few goals, you can take out Thomas Partey and bring in Jorginho. Jorginho might not have physicality, but the smartness is very, very smart. He's very shrewd, his passing. He's very intelligent. What he lacks in physicality, for me, Jorginho gives us in abundance in technical ability, the movement, and controlling the tempo of the game defensively too. He might not have physicality, but he's very sharp and smart and his footballing IQ for me is exemplary. So I would prefer also bring in Jorginho to actually wind down the game. So Nate has responded, I will go for Trossard or Kai. Pick one. You can. I want you to pick one. Who would you prefer? Kai or Trossard, Nate? I would like to know your choice. I can see Eddie getting marked out and getting us for exactly. I like Eddie, but for me, these are not the type of games Eddie can actually succeed in. That's my opinion. I don't know why is this thing acting this way? YouTube, okay. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, just making sure YouTube is not acting up this evening. So yeah, Nate has responded. Trossardinho. Yeah, for me too, I'll go for Trossard because Trossard can draw out their defenders. Unlike Kai Havertz can do the same, but I just prefer the way Trossard can interchange with Martinelli and create that chaos and confusion to the Crystal Palace defense. For me, that would be fantastic. And we know, I love the fact that Trossard is ambidextrous, can shoot with the right foot, can shoot his left foot. He's relatively is kind of quick too, not as quick as Martinelli, but he's quick. His dribbling ability is fantastic. I like the fact that he likes to shoot, and his shot accuracy for me is one of the highest in the team. So I would prefer Trossard to play this game, especially when you have him playing. He scored 2 goals during the midweek friendly against Luton at the training ground. Why don't you continue to play him since he's relatively in a rich vein of form of goal scoring? So I would love Trossard to actually start this match. At the same time, I will not be kicking a fuss if he decides to start Kai Havertz. Mikel Arteta is the manager. We still have to respect his choice. So Nate says Trossard will be the real flair man. He's good to watch. Exactly. He has that flair. It's good to watch. I just love the fact that he's very unpredictable. Right foot, left foot. Trossard is very unpredictable. Crystal Palace, I don't know whether their keeper who wants to strike will be back for that game. If you see their second choice keeper, this is time to add a few goals. Make sure we begin to build our goal difference. So now we scored 2 goals last time and considered 1. Last season, our defensive away record was better than our home record. So maybe you can get our first clean sheet against Crystal Palace and score a few more goals if the opportunity presents itself. We know Roy Hodgson is a decent coach. He might be old, but he has not lost his touch with the game. So this game should be a very, very, very interesting game for the neutrals, especially the detractors who want us to fail. So it should be very interesting. It should be very interesting. But see, this is the first time in a long time I'm not too nervous about our team going to play away in this kind of games. Defensively, Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba, solid. Tomiyasu or Trossard, Tomiyasu or Ben White can play as a right back. Zinchenko is back. If he doesn't play there, we can put Tomiyasu there. We still have Quarantine in our ranks in a midfield, solid midfield of what's his name? Rice and Partey. We have Jorginho on the bench. We have Odegaard, Fabio Vieira on the bench. So for look at the wings. We have Riznes on the bench, Martinelli, Saka, the Kelsey on the bench. We have, for me, quality this time. So hopefully, touch wood, there's no injuries to any of the players for Monday night. We should be able to go there and win comprehensively. Nate comes back on that child. Watch out for Ayew. That guy is going to jam Zinchenko on the right. Yeah, that's if he has the ball. That's why we need to dominate that game. And see, Ayew cannot do us no harm if we actually dominate the game. We'll have the ball. They can't play with 2 balls. It's just 1 ball, right? If we dominate the game the way we can dominate the game, there is no way Ayew have those chances. Because I believe we have a team where we can dominate. See, you watch the game against Nottingham Forest last week, but the fact that we allowed them to score that solitary goal that left the game on the edge. We actually dominated them, even though we were very defensive. Let's not forget they were very defensive. And anytime they had the ball, we pressed so aggressively to recover the ball and hold on to the ball too. So we can apply that when we go to Crystal Palace. Dominate the ball. We are physical. We are stronger. We are big. So we can go to Crystal Palace, dominate them, and win convincingly. So I expect us to do the right thing and go there and win convince, provided we are not complacent. We can't afford to be complacent and start thinking it's just Crystal Palace. We're just go there, dominate and win. If we play to our full throttle, if we play to our full ability, this game should be won easily. That's my opinion. This game should be won easily. So it should be a very, very good watch for Arsenal fans and for the neutrals. Even though it's a Monday night under the light, we should be going to Crystal Palace and winning comprehensively. So, Nate, I would like to know your scoreline. What's your prediction, Nate? Or if you're watching on the playback, drop your prediction in the comment section. I would like to know your predictions for the match. We need to be super switched on. Shout out to Nate coming to another chat. We don't have the luxury of switching off like we did against Forest. I agree with you 100%. Concentration is very key. And if we have the chances to score 10, hypothetically, score 10. Not this time we let go of the concentration, we let go of the foot of the gas. No, keep our leg figuratively on their neck. We just have to score as much goals as possible. This is not time for us to be dilly darling and be fun. No, we need to score the goals required to kill the morale of Crystal Palace and kill the game objectively. Not that they have any, no, kill the game objectively. So Selhurst Park Monday night is no joke. I agree with you, is no joke. So it comes with this prediction 3-1. So we'll concede one goal. Okay, that's fair. Provided we win and we score a few more goals. 3-1 is not a bad result. Arteta H, okay. Arteta has to manage the game properly this time. Yes, you're not in Arteta, but sometimes the players need to do their job on the pitch. Arteta can't get on the pitch. And sometimes the players get too comfortable, too comfy. They think, they start coasting. We can't be coasting in this game. We need to go and finish them off. No coasting, no playing around, no messing around. Finish them off. Look at Man City. They do not allow their prey to have any breathing space. They make sure they finish their prey off. So we need to imbibe that kind of attitude. Finish them off. And this is not time for Gabriel to be losing his concentration in this match. You know, he's a top-class defender. I rate him, but he needs to make sure. Remember what he did 2 years ago at Selhurst Park? That Bozo moment. No time for Bozo. We need to make sure we strangle them. No chance of resurrection, because Arsenal has this bad habit of playing with their prey. Even though the prey might be injured and weak, make sure you take out your prey and make sure they do not have any chance of resurrection. That's how the game should be played. I'm speaking figuratively. I'm not trying to incite any kind of violence, so don't take my words out of context. So it is what it is. Next comes on that chat. Weirdly, I think players are more switched on away from home due to the atmosphere and being an emotional team. Yeah, I think so. That's why if you look at our record last season, we had better defensive display and record compared to our home record. So hopefully this time we can balance both good home record, good away record. Maybe that can translate into us winning the league. So we need to be totally switched on for that game. So my prediction for the game is I'm predicting a 4-0. I think we can go there and win comprehensively. I think we have the players. If we decide to play to our full potential and throttle, we should be able to beat Crystal Palace emphatically. Press them. No chance for them to get out of their half. So look at our midfield. Rice, Partey, and Odegaard. Creativity, physicality, intensity, pace, athleticism. Everything you need in a modern midfield is right there. Look at our front three. Saka, Martinelli, or Trossard, or Kai. Height, technical ability, pace, dribbling, flair. Everything is there. Goal scoring is there in the front. Look at our defense. We have Gabriel Magalhaes, Saliba in the center of defense. We have height, speed, dominance, power, intensity. Look at our right back, Ben White, athleticism, power, height. Our left back is going to be Zinchenko, technical ability. So we have all the tools on paper to go there and deal with this lot. All the tools. So I expect a victory. Football can be funny. Yeah, I get it. But all things being equal, go to Selhurst Park and get the job done. If you are serious contenders for the league, we should win in this kind of games. I'm sorry. In terms of player to player, we are better than Crystal Palace. In terms of manager, Arteta, in my opinion, is better than Roy Hodgson. So what are we lacking that we shouldn't be winning? Like I say, I get football can be very funny. Hopefully, we don't have a bad day at the office. Everything being equal, we should be able to go to Selhurst Park and get the victory. I want to batter them so I can enjoy Sky Sport analysis after. Me too. I want to look at Gary Neville. I want to look at the face of Jimmy Carragher. Praise Arsenal after our victory on Monday. because if we do not win that match, they will have a lot to say. Gary Neville and the Sky Sport pundits and the Talksport pundit, they will have a lot to say. So we need to stick it in their gullet, stick it in their mouth, make sure we have an emphatic victory so they can reluctantly give Arsenal their flowers and their kudos. So, guys, that will be the pre-match review of Crystal Palace against Arsenal. If you're watching this on the playback, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe if you have not subscribed, and make sure your notification bells are turned on. Very, very important. I'll be here tomorrow for more content. I'm looking at maybe I should do the Newcastle against Man City. I'll make up my mind, and if make sure you leave your notification bells on. And if I'm going to do a watch along, I might do a different style of just talk along. Not watch, might be talk along the Newcastle against Manchester City tomorrow. Make sure notification bells are turned on. If I'm doing it, you will get notification bells. I'll post it on the community tab, and I'll schedule it, and you'll get notification. Hopefully, YouTube is not tripping, so you can get the notification. So, guys, shout out to Nate for coming through. I really appreciate you. Guys, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. Help me get my channel to 1,000 subscribers. I need you guys to do me that favor. Keep liking the video. Very important. I'll be posting pre-recorded videos. Like those pre-recorded videos. So it's very important to like those pre-recorded videos. So, leave your comments there too. Leave your suggestion in the comment section, and I will do well to respond and attend to them. Make sure, even though you disagree, you can disagree with me. Make sure it's friendly and respectful, and we can all have our opinions and disagreement, provided respectful, and there's nothing nasty to say to each other. So, guys, I'll be running up right now. Hopefully, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the evening to do some of the review of tomorrow's matches in the English Premiership. Since we're not playing tomorrow, I love soccer. Even I'm an Arsenal fan, I love watching football. I love analyzing football, and I love talking football. Shout out to Nate one more time. Hopefully, I'll see you here tomorrow, Nate, at the same time, prime time. Do not forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Keep supporting Arsenal. Keep supporting your team, and keep talking football. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.